me try it on to see how it looks. And Lord behold, I loved it without the elastic. Well, hello everybody. Welcome to Sew What You Like. I'm your girl, Mccall'S. Know what y'all thinking. Girl, where you been? I've been selfing and having some sister time. Alright, so I did post a short. So if you have your notifications on, you'll see my YouTube short that I posted, and can I even talk today? And I'll go over the pattern from that short as well in today's video. All right, so today I'm going to talk about the ensemble that I have on that you cannot get a full view of, but pictures will be included, okay? This thing was a fight. If you are interested in seeing the fight that I had with this pattern, keep on watching. All right, guys, it has been a minute, so I'm back. But it hasn't been a long minute. It's probably been about 2 weeks since I posted a video. However, I did post a YouTube short, so if you have your notifications on, you would have seen it. But anyway, guys, thank you so much to my returning subscribers, and hello to my new subscribers. I hope that you will continue on this creative journey, wherever it might take me. Who knows? Maybe I might be making another shoe. Did I tell you I made some shoes before? I'll save that for another video. But anyway, in today's video, we're going to talk about Mccall'S 8101 and how I think it slightly maybe tried to take me out. Just a tad bit, or was it me trying to take myself out? I don't know. And I'll also go over Mccall'S 7757, okay, which was in my YouTube short that you should have seen, right? Comment below if you watch the YouTube short, okay? This lets me know that you guys are seeing me. Okay, guys, so yes, you might get tired of seeing this print, okay? Because I have made some other items in different colorways, but I assure you, it is not the same colorway. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to show you that it's not the same colorway because I have 3. This was the shirt dress, right? This was a pants and jacket. And this is what I'm currently wearing, okay? So that is 3 different colorways. Don't come for me. I like it. But this is probably the last that you'll see of it because I only had those 3 colorways. Wasn't interested in the other ones they had. They just were not for me. And so this is the last that you've seen. And plus, the fabric was pretty inexpensive. So I did not want to use any of my good old great fabric for first time make, okay? So this was my first time making Mccall'S 8101. Please forgive my nails. So Mccall'S 8101, and here are the line drawings, okay? Hopefully you can see them. All right, so this pattern has 14 pieces. It didn't even seem like that. Ooh, and I'm usually not for a lot of pieces. This one snuck by me. So this is described as a missus and women's romper, jumpsuit, and belt. Suggested fabrics are chino, denim, linen, twill, lining, and cotton blends. Okay, and as far as notions, I did view A, which is the romper here. And so you will need 6 5/8 inch buttons, and 1 1/8 yards of 3/8 sew through boning. All right, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So this, as you know, is a linen home decor fabric. Okay, so I kind of did follow the suggested fabrics. All right, now I did not use 5/8 inch buttons. I used 3/4, and that's probably my problem. Now, as far as the sew through boning, I ordered some, but I don't feel like I needed it, right? So because this linen has more structure than a regular apparel linen, I felt like I didn't really need the boning. So I have it, but I just opted not to include it. Okay, so if you are going to be sewing with something of a lighter weight, which none of the suggested fabrics to me are a lighter weight, but if you do, I would suggest probably following the instructions with the boning. Okay, but like I said, I don't feel like I needed it. Okay, I feel like there is enough structure in this material. And one thing I did do, as far as the lining, it says cotton blends. I just lined it with the self fabric. I just, look, I'm trying to get rid of the fabric, so I just did that. And that probably, to be honest, played a role in it maintaining the structure at the top. Okay, so yes, now let's talk a little bit about the sew. Now, to be honest, I have not been in such of a sewing mood as of lately. Just haven't, which is very strange for me. But, you know, just wanted to relax. Didn't want to be at the sewing machine. So, I actually sewed this romper over the course of maybe a week. Just sewing here and there. I would sit down and be like, okay, I'm going to get through this part of it. Look. Then sewed the top to bottom, got that done. Okay, I don't feel like doing this anymore. You know, and so as sewists, we all go through those times where we're super excited to be sewing something. Then we're like, you know, it might be other things going on in the life that cause that or whatever. But we all encounter that, right? So this was definitely, I'll say, a sew slow, which to me, if it's a sew slow, you expect the outcome to be great. Or maybe not. Maybe I could have that wrong. All right. Now, something I did do different as far as you can see, these are tied. I like the tie option instead of sewing the actual strap to the front and back and it be just one strap, because oftentimes my shoulders slope. Okay. And so these are actually kind of loose, right? So, with that being said, to me, tying, if I have the option, is the best for me. Okay? And then sometimes, depending on how the straps are or ties are positioned, when you have bigger breasts, you have the extra support of tying it, you know, to your comfort, right? So, like, I could easily make this tighter, you know, but I got enough dents in my shoulders from bras, okay? I don't want any more. So, this works for me. If you are someone with a bigger chest, look into it. See how it works for you, okay? Different strokes for different folks, okay? And this is my stroke. All right, so there are pockets on here. I did not put the pockets on here. I kind of just wanted to test out the pattern to see if I liked it, to see maybe if I wanted to make it again. And I do like it. Now, I'm not going to be in a rush to make it again. And I will say that the placket here, the button placket here, is what tried to take me out. I don't it was the bottom part where you have to sew the, is my hair doing something weird? Sorry. It's the bottom part where you have to sew the two of them together along with like this little other triangle piece. I don't know. I was having a tough time with that, and I don't know why. I still can't figure it out. I don't know. But I do also know that this material shreds, right? So you can only do too much unpicking and sewing before it be like, to hell with you, right? And start shredding. So that might have been another thing. I think that some of it started to shred a little bit down there. And that might have been why I had the issue. I don't know. Another thing that I ran into is once I put, you know what, let me just tell y'all, I was so ready to be done with this because I typically, like, there are some people who like to slow sew, and that's their thing, and kudos to you. But for me, the longer it takes me to do something, the less interested I become in it, right? So not that I'm trying to be Speedy Gonzalez on the sewing machine and on the project, but when you know yourself and you know your habits, you try to work around those, right? And for me, when it's taking me a long time to sew something, I've already lost interest and I want it done. And this is one of those. I just wanted it done and I wanted it out of my life. And it's not because I didn't like the pattern. I just wanted to be through with it, all right? So the buttons, I chose 3/4 inch buttons. Generally, I typically never go with, I never go with the suggested button size. And that's just because sometimes when I'm looking at buttons, the cute button I want is in a bigger size. So listen, I'm go for it. Now, I don't know if that is why my buttons aren't sitting as flush as I would like them to be. Or it could have been because I was too busy trying to get through with it. I kind of just, I had my markings on there, but when it came to putting the buttons on, I kind of just winged it a little bit where I should have probably pulled out the buttonhole guide, right? And used it to make sure that those markings, you know, were still good. So my buttons are not sitting as I would like them to sit. So I might eventually take the buttons off and re-put the buttons on. And another thing I forgot to tell y'all was when I was sewing the placket on, one of the plackets was looking a little wacky towards the bottom. So typically, I think the holes would be like you're going to button it like this, right? Like your buttons will be on this side and this would be the buttonhole. So you're buttoning it like this. Mine is the opposite because the wackiness that it was looking. So I just did my own thing with that. Put the buttonholes on the opposite side and the buttons on the opposite side. And I don't think that that has anything to do, you know, with the buttons not laying the way it is. I think it's on me because I didn't make sure that it was right. And it could have been because my button is bigger. Okay? And I have bigger boobs. So when sometimes, depending on what you're sewing, if you have bigger buttons, then sometimes, if you're using bigger buttons and suggestions, sometimes you might get some gaping, right? So I have some gaping. So I currently have 2 safety pins, maybe even 3 in here because of the gaping, okay? But nonetheless, I think it is cute. I think it's pretty fashionable. Like I said, I do want to get some wear out of this, so I am going to take the time at a later date, that is, to redo the buttons. All right, and I paired it with some platform Converse, and you see my little jewelry I have on. My lippy is a Rihanna lippy, and we got the puff going on. That is Mccall'S 8108. So really quick, I want to go over the pattern in my YouTube short, which is this Mccall'S 7757. All right, and I did view D and view E. So D and E is what I did. Now, as you see, view D has elastic here. I was going back and forth about that, okay? So I made this kind of really quick, and I believe it was on a Saturday, and we were going to a baseball game. Okay, and I really wanted to wear it there. Like, I wanted to be fly and fashionable at the baseball game. I didn't want to be in shorts and a t-shirt or whatever. I wanted to be fly, right? So, time to get ready to go to the game. Wasn't all the way done. Had the elastic in the bottom of the top. My pants were good, but the sleeves, I didn't have the elastic in the sleeves. So I said, well, let me try it on to see how it looks. And Lord behold, I loved it without the elastic. I love the flowiness of the sleeves. And I will include a picture in here if you didn't get a chance to see it. Listen, I will be making more of those. Now, I did lengthen the top, I believe, 5 inches. Because my belly ain't for being out, okay? Not all of it. So I did lengthen the top by about 5 inches. The pants, I think I sewed the hem maybe a 1/2 inch more or 1/4 inch more than the suggested hem, because I didn't feel like cutting it off, and I kind of like the longer look. And plus, when you're wearing the platform, you don't want to cut off too much, because then it look like you got eye waters on. You don't want that, right? So that's really you know, all that I did that was different. But I love, 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 love the flowiness of the fabric. I love how it feels on. And I think I want to make 2 more of those. One, I think I'm going to cut off into shorts. I almost want to turn it into a romper. I think that would be really, really cute. Let me know what you guys think about that idea. But yes, guys, so that is Mccall'S 7757. And I will, oh, also, the hip was a little big on here for me. For this pattern size, which was a large, extra large. So at the last Mccall'S sale, I ended up getting the smaller size. So when I make the pants, I won't have to do so many adjustments. So one pattern I'll have for the top, and the other pattern I'll have for the bottoms. Whoop, whoop. All right, guys. So that is it. Thank you so much. If you've made it this far to the video, thank you so much. Please be sure to give me a thumbs up. It really helps the channel. It helps other sewists or people who like to watch people sewing. You know, check your girl out, right? So once again, thank you, thank you. If this is your first, second, third time here and you have not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? You keep coming back because there's something you like, right? So please consider subscribing if you have been here before and have not yet done so. All right? And sharing is caring. Share me, all right? Well, guys, until next time, stay blessed. Bye.